Next, we go our next chapter. The chapter is chapter number 3, data handling. This data handling is not a new one, am I right? We already learned in the previous classes. What do you mean by data? How to we represent the data? How to we tabulate the data? Correct? And we make it as in the form of a graphical form, a tabular form and a graphical form, means in the form of bar graph. Correct? So what is data? Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. അല്ലേ? എന്താണ് നമുക്ക് ചില വിവരങ്ങൾ തരുന്ന എന്തിനെങ്കിലും കുറിച്ചൊരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ സംഭവത്തെക്കുറിച്ചുള്ള ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ തരുന്ന ഒരു കൂട്ടം നമ്പേഴ്സ് അല്ലേ, നമ്പേഴ്സിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? ഡാറ്റ എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. ഡാറ്റ ഈസ് എ കളക്ഷൻ ഓഫ് നമ്പേഴ്സ് ഗാതേർഡ് ടു ഗിവ് സം ഇൻഫർമേഷൻസ്. പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ? റൈറ്റ്? യെസ്. ദെൻ we know how to we represent in the form of table, and we know how to represent it as in the form of graph, a bar graph. So the same idea we discussing once again, okay, because these ideas are very important and it's an easy one also, am I right? So it's a very important, so we discussing once again the same idea. So in this chapter data handling we discussing first arithmetic mean. What is that? Arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean means is an average. We studied the lower sessions is based on the average some questions. Correct? So the same idea, but here the name is changes. What is the name? Arithmetic mean. What is arithmetic mean? The arithmetic mean is same as average. Okay, so we directly go to the chapter. What is arithmetic mean? The arithmetic mean is the most common representative value of a group of data is the arithmetic mean or mean, or the other name is an average. What is arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is the most common representative value of a group of data. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ് മക്കളെ? ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഡാറ്റ, ഒരു കൂട്ടം ഡാറ്റയെ, ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പിനെ, ഡാറ്റയുടെ ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പിനെ റെപ്രസെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ദ മോസ്റ്റ് കോമൺ റെപ്രസെൻറ്റേറ്റീവ്, ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട, അതിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ സ്വഭാവങ്ങളുമുള്ള, ആ കൂട്ടത്തിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ സ്വഭാവങ്ങളുമുള്ള ഒരു നമ്പർ, ഒരു ഡാറ്റ, ഒരു നമ്പറിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? അരിത്മെറ്റിക് മീൻ ഓർ സിംപ്ലി മീൻ, ഓർ അതർവൈസ് ദ അതർ നെയിം ഈസ് ആവറേജ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ if we collect, that means if we collect the marks of maths in this class, if somebody asks to me how is the performance level of these students, I will tell how to. Yes, not bad, they will score average 10 mark out of 20, then average 15 mark, everyone score the average 15 mark, average mark. Yes, then I will tell the principals, yes, this is not a problem, they score a good mark, the average, everybody score the average 16 or 15 and above, 15, around 15. Okay, what is that? The average. The average is does not means all of you got it the mark 15, is not means all of you get it the mark 15, but it mean it most of the students score the mark 15 or near to 15. എന്താണ് പറഞ്ഞത് മക്കളെ? ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ. എന്താണ് ആവറേജ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, ഇപ്പം എന്നോട് ചോദിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, ഇപ്പോൾ പ്രിൻസിപ്പാളോ ആരെങ്കിലും ഒരാൾ ചോദിക്കുകയാണ് എങ്ങനെയാണ് അവിടുത്തെ ആ ഒരു മാർക്ക്, എങ്ങനെയാണ് അവരുടെ പെർഫോമൻസ് എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാൻ എന്താ പറയുക? ഞാൻ പറയും കുഴപ്പമില്ല, അവിടെയുള്ള എല്ലാവർക്കും നല്ല മാർക്കുണ്ട്, എല്ലാവരും 20-ൽ ഒരു ആവറേജ് 15 മാർക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആവറേജ് 15 കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ് അതിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥം? ഇസ് ഡസ് നോട്ട് മീൻസ് ഓൾ ഓഫ് യു സ്കോർ 15 മാർക്ക്. നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും 15 മാർക്ക് മേടിച്ചു എന്നതിന് അർത്ഥമുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. പക്ഷെ എന്താണ് അതിൻ്റെ മീനിങ്? ഈ ക്ലാസ്സിലെ ഭൂരിഭാഗം പേരും മേടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന മാർക്ക്, കുറേ പേര് 15 മേടിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, കുറച്ച് പേര് മേടിച്ച മാർക്കുകൾ ഏതിനോട് അടുത്താണ്? 15നോട് അടുത്താണ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈസ് നിയർ, ഈ ഹാവ് ദ ടെൻഡൻസി ടു നിയർ ദ 15. 15 എന്ന് പറയുന്ന മാർക്കിനോട് അടുത്ത് വരാനുള്ള ടെൻഡൻസി ഉണ്ട്. അത് ചിലപ്പോൾ 16 ആവാം, 15.5 ആവാം, 14.5 ആകാം, 13.5 ആവാം. ഓക്കെ, ബട്ട് ദ മോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദ മാർക്ക് ഈസ് നിയർ അറൗണ്ട് ടു 15. കൂടുതൽ മാർക്കും ഏതിനോട് ചുറ്റപ്പെട്ടിരിക്കുന്നു, ഏതിനോട് അടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നു? 15 എന്ന് പറയുന്ന മാർക്കിനോട് അടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നു. സോ if I choose the average as 15 means the all of your score, the performance level is near to 15. It's not all in exact 15. Okay, is performance level is all of you have the capacity to score 15 mark. Then all the properties of the students, the capacity is based on is shows a 1 mark, that is 15. So 15 is an average എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ ക്ലാസ്സിലെ എല്ലാ കുട്ടികളുടെയും ഒരു കപ്പാസിറ്റി ലെവലിനെ കാണിക്കുന്ന ഒറ്റ നമ്പർ, എത്രമാത്രം സ്കോർ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റുമെന്ന് കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഒരു നമ്പർ, ആ നമ്പറിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? ആവറേജ്, ഓർ ദ അതർ നെയിം ഈസ് അരിത്മെറ്റിക് മീൻ ഓർ സിംപിളി മീൻ. ആ ഒരു വാല്യൂവിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത് മക്കളെ? മീൻ എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നത്. Okay, that is arithmetic mean, the most common representative value of a group of data. ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് ഡാറ്റയെ കാണിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റുന്ന, അതിനെ നമുക്ക് ഷോ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റുന്ന ഒരു ഡാറ്റ, അതിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ സ്വഭാവങ്ങളുമുള്ള ആ ഗ്രൂപ്പിനെ മൊത്തത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് കാണിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റുന്ന അതിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ സ്വഭാവങ്ങളുമുള്ള ഒരു നമ്പറിനെയാണ്, കോമൺ ആയിട്ട് വരുന്ന ഒരു നമ്പറിനെയാണ്, എല്ലാമുള്ള ഒരു നമ്പറിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? arithmetic mean. Okay, then how do we find the arithmetic mean? We have an equation. What is that? The arithmetic mean is equal to sum of observation. What do you mean by observation? Observation means is a data. Okay, if I collect the ages of this class, ages of the students of this class, then ages is a data, is an observation. If I collect the mark of these students, the mark is the observation. If I collect the height of the students, then what is an observation or data? Height is an observation. Okay, then based on which activity, what we collecting from there, that one we call it as observation or data. Okay, so sum of observation and mean is equal to sum of observation by number of observation. Number of observation means the number, how many. Okay, then how do we find the mean of a observation, mean of the data? Mean is equal to sum of observation by number of observation. Observation ഡാറ്റാസിൻ്റെ ടോട്ടലിനെ അതിൻ്റെ എണ്ണം കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്താൽ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടും മക്കളെ? മീൻ കിട്ടും. സോ വൺ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ഫൈൻഡ് ദ മീൻ ഓഫ് 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. We need to find what are the observations here? 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10 are the observation. So how do we find? Therefore we write the equation mean is equal to sum of observation by number of observation. Then what is sum of observation? 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. So we adding 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 6 12, 12 plus 8 20, 20 plus 10 30, by how many number of observation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number of observation is 5, then divided by 5. So divided by 5. 30 divided by 5 is equal to 6. Then what is the arithmetic mean of this group? The arithmetic mean or mean of this group is 6. Clear? I think you got it, the idea how to find the arithmetic mean. Okay, next we are discussing the next idea, that one is a range. Now we got it, what in by arithmetic mean, correct? Arithmetic mean or simply mean or other name is an average. Okay, what is an idea? Mean is equal to sum of observation by number of observation. The next one we discussing about a range. What is range? The range is the difference between the highest and lowest observation is called a range. Okay, in a collection of data, how to find the range? Just identify the lowest one and identify the highest one, then find the difference between the highest and lowest is called range. Okay, നമുക്ക് തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ഒബ്സർവേഷൻസിൽ ഏറ്റവും വലുതും ഏറ്റവും ചെറുതും കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക, എന്നിട്ട് വലുതിൽ നിന്ന് ചെറുത് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്ത് കിട്ടുന്നതിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുന്നത്? റേഞ്ച് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Okay, for example, find the range of the observations 15, 32, 10, 7, 42, 36, 24, 3 and 20, 38. Then how do we find the range? For finding the range, first to identify which one is the highest one and which one is the lowest one. Clear? Then which one is the highest one? Is very clear. 42 is the highest one. Correct? 42. Then which one is the lowest one? 3 is the lowest one. Okay, so how to find? Therefore, range is equal to the difference between highest and lowest. Then what is the highest? 42 minus lowest is 3. 42 minus 3 is equal to 39. Then what is the range of this observation? The range of this observation is equal to 39. Clear? It's very easy one to find the range of a number, range of the observations. Okay. Okay, now we got the idea what do you mean by mean and how to find the mean and what is the meaning of range and how to find the range, correct? So we go the next question. The question is, a cricketer score the following runs in 8 innings. Okay, 58, 76, 40, 35, 46, 45, 0 and 100. Find the mean and range of the score. Okay, here what is given? Here is given the runs of a cricketer score in how many innings? 8 innings. Okay, we collect the score about this data is based on 8 innings. What is the score of the person? The score of the person is 58, 76, 40, 35, 46, 45, 0 and 100. Then we need to find the two things. What are they? First one is the mean, correct? Mean and range. Second one is range. So we know how to find the mean and range. Okay, so we do in the question one by one. First one, mean is equal to equation sum of observations by number of observations. Okay, so what is next? Is equal to sum of observation. What are the observations? These are the observations, correct? These are the data. Then is equal to 58 plus 76 plus 40 plus 35 plus 46 plus 45 plus 0 plus 100 divided by number of observations. Then how many observations we use? We use these runs. We collect these runs by 8 innings, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the number of observation is equal to 8. Then we just adding, correct? So what do you get? We adding the numbers 0, 5, 11, correct? 11, then 16, 22, 22 plus 8, 30, 0. Then remaining 3, 0 plus 3, 3, 7, 11, 14, 18, then 25, 25 plus 5, 30, 0. Then 3 is balance, 3 plus 1 is 4. Then answer is 400 divided by 8. Then what is 400 divided by 8? Then how many times 8 goes to 40? 5 times. Then 0. Then 50. Then what is the mean? The average of this runs. The average of the run is equal to 50. Then one more is remaining. What is that? Range. We know how to find the range. Range is the difference between highest data, highest observation and least observation, correct? Then first we need to find what is the highest one. Highest one is 100. Then 100 minus what is the least one in this given? 0. Then 100 minus 0 is equal to 100. Then what is the range of this observation? The range of the observation is 100 and the mean of the observation is 50. Okay, then 50 means is very clear. All of the innings is not score the 50, correct? But the score is lies near to 50. Okay, is have the tendency to around it to the runs 50. That is the mean score. That is the average of the score. Okay, then is an idea to find the mean and range. I think you got this. Our second question is like this. The following table shows the points of each player scored in 4 games. The players are A, B, C, and the score. In the first game, the score of A is 14, B is 0, C is 8. Game 2, the score of A is 16, B score is 8, and C score is 11. Game 3, A score is 10, B score is 6, did not play the match. Okay. Game 4, A score 10, B 4, C 13. So what is the question? The first question, we have the 4 questions. The first question is find the mean of determines A's average number of points scored per game. Correct? Then what is the question? First question is find the mean to determine A's average number of points scored per game. അതായത് ഈ എല്ലാ 4 കളികളിലും കൂടി എ സ്കോർ ചെയ്ത ടോട്ടൽ പോയിൻസിൻ്റെ ആവറേജ് എന്താണ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ശരാശരി എത്ര സ്കോറാണ് എ സ്കോർ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത് ഒരു കളിയിൽ. എല്ലാ കളികളും നോക്കി ശരാശരി ആവറേജ് എത്ര സ്കോർ ഉണ്ട്, എത്രയാണ് സ്കോറ്, ഒരു പെർഫോമൻസ് ലെവൽ എത്രയാണ് എന്നാണ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത്. ദെൻ വാട്ട് ഈസ് സെക്കൻഡ്? Second question is to find the mean number of points per game for C. Would you divide the total points by 3 or by 4? Why? Then the questions are the same idea. What is to find the mean number of points per game for C? C യുടെ എന്ത് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണം? Mean കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണം. The C played the how many game? 1, 2, 3 games, correct? C is not played the 4 games. C played only for 3 games. So in that 3, what is the total performance level? Means not a total score. What is the performance level? What is the mean of the score? Score of C. Then for finding the mean of the C, we divide by 3 or by 4. സിയുടെ മീൻ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ നമുക്കറിയാം ഈ സം ഓഫ് ഒബ്സർവേഷൻ ബൈ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഒബ്സർവേഷൻ, കറക്റ്റ്? Then as on the base of C, it to divide by how many number of observation? What is the number of observation? We counting there 3 or 4? Here we counting only 3. Why? Because the C is not participate one game. കറക്റ്റ്. സി ഒരു ഗെയിമിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തിട്ടില്ല. അപ്പോൾ സി പങ്കെടുത്ത ഗെയിം എത്രയാണ്? നമ്മൾ എത്ര എണ്ണത്തിൻ്റെ സ്കോറാണ് നമ്മൾ ആഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? വി ആഡിങ് ഹിയർ ഓൺലി ഫോർ ദ സ്കോർ ഓഫ് 3 ഗെയിംസ്, കറക്റ്റ്? So the number of observation is 3. So for finding the mean of the C, we dividing by 3. Why? Because C is not participate the for third game. C is not participate the third game, correct? Then we played all the 4 games. How would you find the mean? Okay, that's all. That the question the same, the direct one. We need to find the mean score of B. Mean score of P. So first 3 question asked to find the mean of A and mean of C and mean of B, correct? Then the last one, who is the best performer? That one is possible to say on the base of first 3 answer, correct? Then who is performing an average for who make an average performer, who is an average performer in all the games? So that person is the best performer in the game, അല്ലേ? എല്ലാ കളികളിലും കൂടി ഒരു കൃത്യമായ ഒരേ ലെവലിൽ സ്കോർ ചെയ്യുന്ന പെർഫോമർ ആരാണോ, സ്കോർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ആരാണോ അയാളാണ് എന്തെന്ന് ബെസ്റ്റ് പെർഫോമർ. Okay, so now we starting to do one by one. Then what is the first one? The first we do to find the mean of A. Okay, first we finding the mean of A. So we starting mean score of A is equal to sum of observation by number of observation is equal to sum of observation. What is the score of A? The scores of A is equal to 14, 16, 10, 10, correct? Then we adding 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10 divided by, what is the number of game? The number of game is equal to 4. Is equal to, then 14 plus 16, 30, correct? 30 plus 10, 40, 40 plus 10 is 50. Then next, 50 divided by 4. Then what is 50 divided by 4? 50 divided by 4. Then 4 goes to 5 one times. Then 4, 1, 0, 2 times, 8, 2. Correct? So we adding here 0, 20 point, then 5. So the score is 12.5. Then what is the mean score of A? The mean score of A is equal to 12.5. Okay. Then I think you got it. How to find? The mean score of A is equal to 12.5. Means per a game the A is scored at least 12.5 runs. 12 or 13 like that. Okay, per game the A score 12.5. ഒരു ഗെയിമിൽ എ നമ്മൾ എത്ര സ്കോർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, എല്ലാ ഗെയിമിലും ഒരു ഗെയിമിൽ ശരാശരി എത്ര റണ്ണ് സ്കോർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്? 12.5. അത് ഈസ് നോട്ട് എക്സാക്ട് 12.5. സംടൈംസ് ഈസ് 12, sometimes is 11, sometimes is 13, 13.5 like that, but is have a tendency to around in the value 12.5. Second, we finding the mean of C. So mean score of C is equal to what are the mean score of C? The mean score of C, we need to add how many scores? We need to add the score of 3 games, correct? Why? Because the C is not played the third game. So 8 plus 11 plus 13 by 3. Why 3? Because 3 is not played third game. Okay, 3 is why C is not played the third game. So the total number of game played by C is equal to 3. Then 8 plus 11. 8 plus 11 is equal to 19. 19 plus 13. 19 plus 13 is equal to 32 by 3. Correct? 32 by 3. So we are dividing 32 by 3. What do you get? 32 by 3 is equal to 1 times, then 3, 0, then 2. Correct? It's not possible to divide 0, then 0, 2, we adding 0, 0.6, 18, again 2, 0, 6 like that. Okay, it's not ending anywhere. So what we write is equal to 10.6 or 10.7. Okay, 10.6 or 10.7. So what is the mean score of C? The mean score of C is equal to 10.6. What is the mean score of A? 12.5. So the remaining 2 more question. What is that? To find the mean score of B, and the fourth one is we need to analyze who is the best performer. The third one, mean score of C. B is equal to what is the mean score of B? B is played all the games, 4 games, correct? Then the scores are 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 by how many? The number of game is equal to 4. Then 0 plus 8, 8 plus 6, 14, 14 plus 4, 18 by 4. Correct? 18 by 4. Then 18 divided by 4 is equal to how many times? Yes, 4 times. 16, then 2, then 0.5. Then the score is 4.5. Okay, so what is the mean score of B? The mean score of B is equal to 4.5. What is the mean score of A? The mean score of A is 12.5. The mean score of C is 10.6 or 10.7. Correct? 10.6. The mean score of B is 4.5. Now it's very clear who is the best performer. Yes, A is make a stability to score the same runs, the more runs per game. Correct. ഏക്കാണ് ഒരു ഗെയിമിൽ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ റണ്ണ് സ്കോർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു സ്റ്റെബിലിറ്റി ഉള്ളത് അല്ലേ? എത്രയാണ്? 12.5. So who is the best performer? A is the best performer. So the fourth answer is mean score of A is higher than others. Therefore, A is the best performer. The mean score of A is higher than others, so A is the best performer. Okay, I think you got the idea how to find the mean of the given data. Clear? Next we go to the third question. The question is like this: the rainfall in a city on 7 days of a certain week was recorded as follows. The day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The measurements of rainfall 0.0, 12.2, 2.1, 0.0, 20.5, 5.5 and 1.0. Then what is the question? We have the three questions. First one is find the range of the rainfall in the above data. Second one, find the mean rainfall for the week. Third one, on how many days was the rainfall less than the mean rainfall. Correct. So this question is based on the rainfall. Then per day is given the measurements of rainfall in millimeter. Correct. The first Monday there is no rain, then 0.0. Tuesday is 12.2 millimeter, Wednesday is 2.1 millimeter, and Thursday is no rainfall, then 0.0, and Friday is 20.5, Saturday is 5.5, and Sunday is 1.0. That means 1 mm. Okay, so first question is very easy one. Find the range of the rainfall in the above data. Then we know that how to find the range. The range means is a difference between the highest value and the lowest one, the highest observation and the lowest observation. Correct. So the first is very easy. We finding the value. First one, range is equal to highest observation. Then just we find the highest observation. Which one is the highest observation? That is 20.5. Then 20.5 minus what is the least observation is very clear. That one is 0.0. Correct? 0.0. Then 20.5 minus 0.0. What is 0.0? 0.0 is same as 0. Then 20.5 minus 0.0 means is 5. 20 minus 0 is 20. So what is the answer? The answer is 20.5. Then what is the range of this rainfall? The range of the rainfall is equal to 20.5. Clear? Then the second one. What is the second one? Find the mean rainfall for the week. Then how many days? For the week. For the week means 7 days. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So we need to add all the measurements given in per day, and we divide the total by the number of days. What is the number of days? The number of days is equal to 7. Correct? 7. So how to find the mean? Then the second one, mean rainfall is equal to sum of observation divided by number of observation is equal to sum of observation by number of observation. Then what are the numbers? 0.0 plus 12.2 plus 2.1 plus 0.0 plus 20.5 plus 5.5 plus 1.0 divided by number of observation is 7. Then how do we add? We just add here what are 0.0 plus 0.2, 0.1, 0.0, 3.5, 5.5, 1.0. Correct? We adding. What do you get? 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus 1, 11, 11 plus 2, 13, 3. Then point 0 plus 5, 5, 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 0, 10, 10 plus 1, 11, 11 plus 2, 13, 13 plus 0, again 13, 13 we wrote it here, 3. Then point, then 1 is balance, okay, 1 is balance. Then 1, 5, 1 plus 5, 6, 6 plus 0, 6, again 6 plus 0, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 1, 11, 1, again 1 balance. Then 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. Then what is the answer? 41.3. So 41.3 divided by 7. So we know that how to divide the decimal number by a whole number, correct? Then how to? First we avoid, we not consider the point, the number is 413. Then 413 divided by 7. How many times 7 goes to 41? Yes, times. Then is 35. Then 41 minus 35 is 11, correct? Is this not possible to subtract? Then we take it 1, 11, 11 minus 5 is 6. Then we put down 3, then 63, correct? Then how many times 7 goes to 63? Times 63. Okay, then we are writing here the answer. And how do we write? Is equal to, first we write 59, correct? But we know that in the number we have the decimal point after one digit, correct? After one digit. So in the answer also we needed the decimal point after one digit. From the right we put it after one number, the decimal point. So the answer is 5.9. Then what is the mean rainfall? The mean rainfall is 5.9. So we are writing the answer of third one. How many days was the rainfall less than the mean rainfall? That means here is given the rainfall of per day. Then what is the mean rainfall? The mean rainfall is 5.9. So next we just compare how many days we will get is less than 5.9. Now is very clear. The 0.0 is less than 5.9. 2.1 is less than 5.9, 0.0 is less than 5.9, 5.5 is also less than 5.9, correct? And 1.0 is also less than 5.9. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 5 days rainfall. 5 days rainfall is less than mean rainfall, correct? Okay, 5 days rainfall is less than mean rainfall. I think you got the idea how to find the range and how to find the mean of given observation. Okay.